Thank you, Aldrin. A very good morning from the sports desk. Now, South Africa is hosting the Africa Youth Chess Championships, which got underway yesterday at the Kopanong Hotel as well as Conference Center in Ekurhuleni. Now, the 8-day tournament will also see top junior players from across the African continent battling it out to be crowned junior champions in the different age categories, and concludes on the 23rd of this month. Now, let's speak now to Jessie February. She is a South African as well as African Women Chess Championship. And also joining us this morning is Anzel Laubscher, who is an international woman grand master. Ladies, good morning, and thank you so much for your time this morning on Newzroom Afrika. Let's start with you. Jessie, you're smiling there, but I can imagine the importance of this competition. Is this a competition that you've probably participated in as you launched your chess career?
Yes, so I started playing chess when I was 8. My mom taught me how to play, and it just continued with school. I played a lot of matches and league matches at school, and then made my provincial team, and from there South African team when I turned 16. And I've participated in a few African Youth Chess Championships. My first one was actually in my hometown, Port Elizabeth, which is now known as Racheal. I think I got the pronunciation correct, but you might need to correct me. So in 2013, we had the African youth hosted there, and it was so overwhelming. So I know that for those kids who are playing African youth for the first time, I'm sure you can hear some of the kids in the background. I'm not sure if that's audible, but it must be really daunting to play against other kids that you obviously from different countries that you've never met before, seen before, coming from a familiar surrounding where you're playing the same people over and over. You're now broadening, that sphere and playing against different kinds of people from different backgrounds. So it's both exciting and nerve-wracking, I suppose, for them. But it's also weird seeing it from a commentator's point of view and someone who's looking from the outside in now.
Yeah. All right, you just alluded to it earlier, your chess career. I wonder, though, you are the African champion as well as the South African champion, ranked #1 in the country. Does that make you the best chess player there is, woman-wise, in the country? Would I be correct in saying that?
Yeah, so I suppose there's a big difference in being the best in total and the best female chess player. So I won the South African and African chess championship within a month, or I think it was like March, April that I played. And I feel like it's a huge responsibility. Like I should be doing more as the representative and trying to put chess on the map a little bit more. I mean, this is why I've involved myself in this championship, because we need to make sure that people know that championships and tournaments and South African chess exists. Yeah. And over the world there are tournaments, chess tournaments, that are being broadcasted and that are given a lot of exposure in news and all of that. And I suppose chess in South Africa or Africa isn't as popular just because we don't have that sort of exposure. So I'm trying to popularize chess a little bit here with the help of my wonderful friend here, Anzel. And hopefully we do a really good job and then we have something to show for it afterwards.
Yeah, you guys are commentators at this competition that concludes next week. Anzel, let's bring you into this conversation. You currently hold the International Woman Grand Masters title. What does that mean?
First of all, Racheal, I have to correct you here.
Okay.
I'm not a women's grandmaster, but please prophesy, keep on doing that. I receive it. Yeah. I'm a women's international master. I received the title, I qualified in the year 2000, and I've been representing South Africa since 1998. So it's the title just below the women's grandmaster title. So for any women's international master, that's the next dream, the next step. Jessie is much closer though, but so the road is journey is often different.
All right, it's still a long journey for you to get that grand title. But let's speak about the structure now of this competition. I do understand over 400 young chess players from across the continent are participating. What is the structure of this competition? Anzel?
It is in different age groups, Racheal, under 8 till under 18. So each country will send their top players in those age groups. We call it the open section and then the girls section. And the girls play separately if they wish to do so. And then all the countries play against each other, and eventually the winners of each age group will then be, let's say, the under 8 African title or the under 10 African title winner. Yes.
All right. Explain that to us. How does the game work? How long is a game as well? Because I've never played chess before. I do understand it's just a board game. But for someone who's never played the game before and wants to understand how to play chess, what is the best way of describing in layman's term how to play chess?
Well, Racheal, there are different formats. So if I can compare this with cricket, for instance, in cricket you have your one-day match, and then you have your 5-day series. So in chess, we have blitz chess, which is quick, done, like 3 minutes aside or 5 minutes aside or so on. And then we also have our classical chess, which is the format of this tournament, where they can play up to 3-4 hours. Even sometimes Jessie and I will go to 5 hours or even longer on one game. Now imagine a 10-year-old sitting there for 3 hours and play.
Yeah.
Or imagine being the parent sitting outside having to wait. You choose.
Well, yeah, that's quite long. A 10-year-old spending 3 or 4 hours while playing the sport. And I can imagine it's quite taxing, right? And you are one of the commentators. Jessie, let's bring you back into this conversation. Let's talk about the talent, though, that you've been able to see in the first day of this competition. I do understand there's about 7 days to go. What is the talent looking like?
Honestly, I can see a lot of the personalities shining through. You have the kids running around. I think a few of them even came to greet us because they know we'll be involved, behind the scenes. And it's really awesome. I'm excited for them. It's almost like we're living vicariously through them. I think Anzel and I had this conversation this morning. It's like you see a tournament about to happen and you're not actually playing. It kind of gives you FOMO in a way. You sort of want to play because once a chess player, always a chess player.
Yeah.
And you said you don't play chess, but we have to teach you so that you can also get addicted,
Well, I'll take a lesson from you. I'll definitely take a lesson from you, ladies. But just earlier on, Jessie, you alluded to the fact that chess is a minority sport in the country. Not much is known about chess. Not much is even known about the federation. How do you then get young people to start playing chess when not much is known about it because it doesn't come close to your big 3 sports in the country, whether it's rugby, football or cricket? How do you start engaging young boys and girls to start playing chess?
Ooh, it's such a good question. So thank you so much for asking it. And I would love to answer it, but I know that Anzel would have an even better answer just because she is involved in chess in education. And Anzel, please take this from me. Yeah.
All right, gladly. This is absolutely my passion and that's something that I've been working on with the Education Commission, the FIDE Education Commission for quite a while. To use chess as an educational tool in the classroom. Yeah. Racheal, so imagine the kids can learn mathematics and language acquisition and even geography by game-based learning, which is chess. And chess develops all the 21st century skills that kids need to be developed during their school career. So the idea is to get chess in the classroom and expose them to chess by accident, as a fun way. And then eventually, the idea is if we teach it to the masses, let's say, for instance, every 8-year-old in the country will be exposed to the rules of chess at least. They will choose chess because they know chess. You see, so most of them get exposed to other sporting activities because they play it in the streets or whatever. But now if they learn chess in the classroom, that's an amazing way to impart the knowledge to the kids.